Hello, my name is Rollo Dilworth. I'm a composer, conductor, and educator. I am honored to have had the opportunity to write this piece entitled Weather. It is a setting of a poem bearing the same title by Professor Claudia Rankine of Yale University. I found myself drawn to Claudia Rankine's text because the word weather, first of all, is a very striking word. It's a contronym, which basically means that it's a word that can have dual meanings, and those meanings can be in total opposition to one another. And so weather, of course, means to wither or to be worn away, but it also means to withstand, to resist to some degree. And I found that the word weather was very appropriate in describing the human condition on so many levels. I'm really excited to use an African-American spiritual entitled Stand the Storm as a way of connecting with this theme called weather. So you'll actually, when you listen to the piece, you'll actually hear this theme occur many times, either in part or in whole. It happens in its entirety, I think, 3 times in the piece. And so the melody is very simple. That melody come back in many forms, and interestingly enough, I decided to begin by introducing that melody in the key of E flat major, which puts the melody on G to F to G to F. There are numerous times throughout the piece in which the alternation between G and F occurs. Sometimes you'll hear G and F together in combination, or maybe even as an interval, as a seventh. And the significance of the G and F is really my way of a nod to the late George Floyd. In the earlier accounts of George Floyd's murder, it was thought that the knee of the Minneapolis police officer was on Floyd's neck for exactly 8 minutes and 46 seconds. So there are many times throughout the piece in which I alternate from 8/8 meter to 4/4 meter to 6/8 meter as a way of representing that 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Stand the Storm appears in the piece in its entirety, the entire refrain, 3 times. The first time it's in the key of E flat major. The second time it appears in the piece is during what I call the memorial service, and that time it's in A flat. And then the third time in the piece it happens in C major at the very ending. So those 3 appearances of Stand the Storm in its entirety again sort of connect with the idea of 8, 4, and 6. So if you're thinking in terms of music theory, the first key of E flat is 1, or we can call it 8, and then we move to Stand the Storm in A flat major, which would be 4, the 4th degree of E flat, and then the final appearance of Stand the Storm is in the key of C major, which of course would be the 6th degree of E flat major. So 8, 4, and 6 sort of becomes the numbers that dictate the overall structure of the main theme, Stand the Storm. What turned out to be 9 minutes, 29 seconds for that knee on the neck of George Floyd is also found in the music on the words in extremis, which is at the point of death. I decided to set those words with alternating meters of 9/8 to 2/4 to 9/8. We too can participate in helping our society to improve. We can all become agents of social justice and social change. And I think that's one of the most powerful messages that we find in the poem. And I hope that I've done my best in order to amplify those words through the music.